Hi, and welcome back to Victory Vibes with Vicky. It's been a while since I got to visit with you. I got really sick. I was down for 2 weeks and wasn't feeling good at all. I knew you didn't want to see my sick face, so I waited till I felt better. So I'm feeling better, and so I'm back. Wanted to share with you just a life lesson that I am learning. Key word there, am learning, because it's a work in progress. What does it mean to trust God? God asked me that question in prayer one day. Vicky, do you trust me? And it was in my heart. I didn't hear his voice in my ears. I heard him in my spirit. Vicky, do you trust me? And I was facing a very, very difficult situation. And I said, yes, Lord, I do. And as I walked through this difficult situation, God asked me again, Vicky, do you trust me? And of course I said, yes, Lord, I do. And again, time went by and I'm still walking through it. And God says, Vicky, do you trust me? And I was like, wow, God, I thought I trusted you. I meant to trust you. I've always believed that I trust you. But as I'm walking through this, I see that maybe I don't trust you as much as I thought I did. And so that got me thinking about, okay, why don't I? And what am I really saying? And this is what I come to understand about myself. God, I trust you as long as you do what I am praying about, what I am asking you to do. Then yes, I trust you, because if you do that, then yeah. But God, if you don't do what I'm asking, if you don't answer this prayer, then I don't know that I do trust you. Now, that was a hard realization to come to say, yes, Lord, I trust you, but really I didn't. And I understood why God kept asking me, because he needed me to know that I really wasn't trusting him. I was dictating to him exactly what to do, how I wanted it, when to do it, and that was my prayer time. And my prayer time, in dictating to Jesus exactly how to do it, I realized that isn't trusting God. That is me telling him what I want and expecting it to happen. Well, is that faith? Not really, because here's what I had to come to understand. Vicky, you don't know everything. You don't know what is best in this situation. You think you do. You know what you would like to happen, but is that really what's best? Because see, God's perspective is different. If you're up in an airplane and you look down, you see a lot further. But if you're walking on the ground, you only see as far as you can see. And God is in heaven, and he sees a lot more. He sees down the road. He knows, not just sees, he knows exactly what I'm going to be facing. He knows every situation, every twist, every turn. And do I trust him enough to orchestrate my path, orchestrate the circumstances, orchestrate for me, even if the answers that I am hearing are not the ones I want to hear? I'll be honest, when I was praying for my daughter to be healed, I believed for her healing. I trusted God for her healing. But there was a day that God spoke to me that he was not going to heal her, that she was, in fact, going to die. Now, did I rejoice in that? No. Did I say, oh, thank you, Jesus? No, I didn't. I argued with him. And I was pleading with him, much like David did when his son was dying. And but I knew that God had what was best for all of us. And even though I couldn't see that being the best, I have to trust God that he knows. And I don't know what the future would have held for Michelle. I don't know what anything would have been, but I do know what it was. And that was hard. And now I'm facing another difficult situation, and I'm like, God, you let my daughter die, so I don't know if I can trust you with this other one. And God knew that that's what I was thinking. And I don't think I'm any different than you are. And I think we all are kind of the same. We want what we want because less pain. You fill in the blank, whatever you're praying about, whatever your situation is. We all go through difficult times. Some of us go through really, really difficult times, and some are just, job related, car related, finance related, and some is life and death related. Some is very, very serious situations, but they're all serious when they're your situation, because we all want what we want. But do you trust God? Do I trust God? God, do I trust you with my child? Do I trust you with my job? Do I trust you with my spouse? Do I trust you with my finances? Do I trust you in these things? And you might be surprised at what you answer. So where I'm at now in this journey of trust is I have seen God not do what I prayed about. I've seen him do something quite different. And I've had to say, God, I don't know, but I know that you do. And my faith and trust is in you no matter what. And so I'm walking that walk, and I can say that I am seeing some answers to prayer. I'm seeing some things that I'm excited about. But did I get my ultimate answer? No, I didn't. But I got to trust him. I've got to trust that he knows what is best in this situation, and I don't. So this trust walk is a tough one. I don't know if anything I said is where you're at in your walk with Christ or not, but I do know this. I know that I can trust him. He is trustworthy. I know that he will never fail me. And even if I don't get the answers that I want, the answers that I think are the best, I know that he sees further than I do. I know that he knows. I was at the hospital with a really good friend of ours growing up, and he was a young man and he was dying, and the doctors said, there's nothing they could do. And Charles and I went into his room to pray with him and to be an encouragement to him. And I was crying, and he said, Vicky, don't cry. He said, I've accepted this. I've accepted that this is the way it is. He said, I've had a really hard time serving God through the years. And he said, right now I am serving God and I love him. And I think that God knows me and he loves me enough that he wants me in heaven. And if this means I have to be sick and dying to make sure I'm there, he loves me enough to make that happen. And I thought, wow, I've never heard anyone say that before. But I thought about it because, again, I didn't want him to die. I didn't want him to go away and leave his family. But those were his words, and they've stayed with me. I thought, now that's trust. Right there is trust. God, even if I die, I trust you. Even if the person I love dies, I still trust you. And that is a deep faith walk. It's a deep trust walk with God. And it's one that I'm growing in and I'm learning. And I can tell you today, I am a lot closer to doing the trust with God than I was 2 years ago, or even 3 years ago, or even 5 years ago. So anyway, that's pretty much it for my victory vibe. Hope you're having a good day. And until we talk again, this is Vicky with Victory Vibes. Bye.